What up, everybody? It's Friday, December 28th, so let's talk PlayStation. So considering last week we talked about 2012 and all the great games and stuff because it was kind of a slow news week, we're still going into the New Year's, so it's still kind of a slow news week. Still not much to talk about. Bluebell's 420 came with a great idea. Next, let's talk PlayStation. We can talk about 2013, some of the games coming up in the next year that we can look forward to. It's a great topic idea, and so that's what we're going to do. So I think one thing to mention about 2013 in general is just like, that's going into like the next generation. Like whether you're ready for it or not, PlayStation 4, the next Xbox, and Wii U's already here, so the next generation is coming soon. But I think what's great about 2013 is that there's still a lot of great games coming out, even for our current generation systems. Now, I know I'm gonna forget something because I was looking at the release list for 2013, and there was way too many games I want to talk about. There was just so many on the list that we're looking forward to here. So you're going to have to pardon me if I don't talk about a game that you're looking forward to, but that's what the comment section is for. We can talk about stuff like that. Obviously for 2013, one big elephant in the room is The Last of Us. That's coming out in 2013, and that's a really big title. It's really ambitious. It's Naughty Dog. They got a great track record. We know we can expect greatness from them. And what we've seen so far from The Last of Us looks absolutely amazing, and it's exactly what they're going for with all the scarcity of bullets and ammunition, and how Joel and Ellie have this very distinctive relationship between each other, and how Joel's trying to get Ellie to the destination. And another thing is we never really saw much of the infected, but now some of the new trailers we're starting to see more of the infected. But so far, most of the footage we've seen is actually Joel and Ellie just trying to survive against other survivors within this apocalyptic world. So obviously we got to look forward to that. Moving on from The Last of Us, we can also look at Beyond Two Souls, which is Quantic Dream's next game. David Cage, of course, is a very ambitious man. He's got a lot of great ideas, and of course Heavy Rain was a wonderful game. I loved Heavy Rain. Definitely a different title. It definitely took a lot of risks and stuff like that, and obviously it turned out for the better. The interactive drama kind of thing that it was going for, they totally nailed it. Now with Beyond Two Souls, they're kind of going in the same direction, kind of really focusing on that storytelling aspect and not so much on the gameplay aspect. Of course, gameplay is a big part of video games, and I'm sure it's going to be a big part of Beyond Two Souls. But he's all about the storytelling, and I'm all about listening to a story that someone's trying to tell me. So for me personally, I can't wait for Beyond Two Souls. And keeping it moving with PlayStation exclusives, we got to look forward to Sly Cooper: Thieves in Time. This is finally another full-on Sly Cooper game that we're getting, and even though it's not from Sucker Punch Productions, Sanzaru Games has a good track record. And still keeping it rolling with PlayStation exclusives, we gotta look at God of War Ascension, man. I mean, it's God of War. I thought God of War 3, I thought it looked incredible. Visually, graphics-wise, I thought it was, a gorgeous, gorgeous game, and I was like, wow, games are, how can anything get better than this? And then I saw Ascension, and, Ascension really is taking me up, a notch further. In the multiplayer mode with that Cyclops, that looked incredible. Graphics do not make a game by all means. You can have fun without graphics, but, my God, that game looks gorgeous. Now, I was talking a little bit before about PlayStation Vita, and, last week's Let's Talk PlayStation. 2013 for PlayStation Vita is looking a little empty. There's not much, but we're still going to have to wait for some of the announcements. I'm sure there's still a lot of games unannounced in the pipeline for PlayStation Vita in terms of third party, but first party we got a lot of cool stuff to look forward to. One being Killzone Mercenary. Hopefully this will be the good first-person shooter game that we're looking for in the PlayStation Vita. And we can also look forward to Tearaway. Tearaway is actually, was announced from Media Molecule. That looks really cool too. It's really something different that small team is doing at Media Molecule, and I definitely look forward to it. Now my second most anticipated game for 2013 is of course BioShock Infinite. I love BioShock 1. That's a beautiful game. I mean, it's got this entrancing world that you just get lost into. And, Ken Levine's certainly a man of ideas. He's got, he sees it and he builds this world, and it's just something you want to get lost in. And I want to get lost in Colombia. Now, of course, it has seen a delay or two here and there, but it's certainly something the game needs. Obviously, it's not like we're not seeing much of it. Now we're seeing a lot of it. It definitely looks like it's becoming more and more real to its, gold status where this game's ready to ship. But I can't wait to jump into that game because everything about Colombia and Elizabeth, it's something I want to get into, and something I want to get involved with. And easily for me, my number one most anticipated game of the year is Grand Theft Auto 5. And what makes Grand Theft Auto 5 so interesting? So many number of things. The series is definitely taking a different approach now that there's multiple protagonists, and you can really take on missions in a very different manner, where you're playing as one character and then switching to another and switching to another, all to make this heist come together, or whatever it is that the goal is. Of course, you're in Los Santos, which is Los Angeles, which is I love Los Angeles. Is the real life city. I love that location, so I can't wait to see what Rockstar does to it in the HD versions. This, of course, is comparing it to the fact that when they did Los Santos and just San Andreas in general on the PS2, but this is like focusing just on the Los Angeles area, and it's like apparently, of course, that like I said, it's a big map, bigger than San Andreas and Red Dead and all that combined. Everything about Grand Theft Auto 5 is piquing my interest, like over 9,000 likes. But those are some of the games I want to talk about with you on today's Let's Talk PlayStation. What are you looking forward to in 2013? Possibly something that I didn't talk about. Or what are some of the reasons why you're looking forward to the same games I'm looking forward to? That concludes this week's episode of Let's Talk PlayStation. I'm Ryan Bonecki. Thank you for talking with me, and I'll see you next year.